everyone, and welcome to Storytime with Jocelyn. Well, as you can see, I haven't found my Santa hat. My dad was right. He was telling me I'll probably find it next year, which he's probably right. So I'm wearing my Merry Christmas t-shirt. And Jocelyn, of course, still has her Santa hat. So I'm going to begin, and today we got a very special story, and I'm also going to read you a Christmas poem. So let us go. If Santa Claus should stumble as he climbs the chimney tall, with all this ice upon it, I'm afraid he'll get a fall and smash himself to pieces, to say nothing of the toys. Dear me, what sorrow that would bring to all the girls and boys. So I am going to write a note and pin it to the gate. I'll write it large so he can see no matter if it's late. And say, Dear Santa Claus, don't try to climb the roof tonight, but walk right in. The door's unlocked. The nursery's on the right. That is a Christmas Eve thought. Maybe they should have thought about that at Tim Allen's house on the Santa Claus movies. I'm just kidding. Because he fell off the roof before he even had a chance to get into the chimney. So here we go. A little tiny picture for you guys of the chimney. So today we're going to read a story that connects with a story that we read in the very beginning of our Storytime channel for Easter 2 years ago. We read a story called 'Twas the Night Before Easter, if you remember. So today we're going to read, since Christmas is Sunday morning, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, written by Timothy Penland, and the illustrations of course, are by Savannah Joy Adams, the same person that did them before. So let us begin with 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Like I said, it was written by Timothy Penland and by his granddaughter's illustrations, Savannah Joy Adams, just like in the original book that we read about Easter. 'Twas the night before Christmas, but it's not what you thought. This is not about Santa or presents you've bought. It's about the Christ child who was born as a boy, who brought the world peace and gave my heart joy. To Bethlehem of Judea, Mary and Joseph were sent to record there their names for Roman's government. When they got there, they found they had no place to stay, and Mary felt sure Christ would come any day. Then they came to a stable, a place they could stay, and Jesus was born right there in the hay. Mary wrapped him in cloths that very first night. Then he slept in a manger, Jesus, God's light. Not too far from there, shepherds tended their sheep. Then an angel appeared, and no one could sleep. Don't be afraid, the angel cried out. I have some good news. You'll like it, no doubt. A whole choir of angels all started singing. With that many voices, the hills were all ringing. The men headed to town to see this new child, Jocelyn. They found him right there, so meek and so mild. They left praising God for what they had seen and told everyone where the Christ child had been. There were also 3 wise men who wanted to see this new child from heaven come to save you and me. They had seen a great star in the dark eastern night and rode on their camels, being led by its light. They came to a city and met with the king. They thought he would help them. And in their searching, he was evil and bad and no friend of what's good. He would help them find Jesus to kill if he could. The king called all the priests. They'd known where he'd be. In Judea, they said, now go there and see. So the wise men left town, and the star went before, till it stopped once again at Jesus' front door. The wise men went in and gave Jesus their presents. They brought him some gold, myrrh, and precious incense. Oh, 3 kings of Orient are bearing gifts. They traveled so far. They went home a new way, Jocelyn, because an angel had said, the king will kill Jesus. Now go where I've led. So Mary and Joseph had all these great guests who came to see Jesus, on whom God's favor rests. For he was God's gift to bring us salvation, to cleanse us from sin and take us to heaven. Aw, sweet. This is not just a kid's tale. The facts are all true. Jesus lived on this earth, and he died just for you. Yes, he came for us all, not just in a manger, but to die on a cross and save us from danger. Jesus one day would die on that old rugged cross and save us from sin so we would not be lost. He'll come to our hearts and make us God's children. He'll always be with us and take us to heaven. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. But Jesus came to save us. All those who believe in him, who trust in his light, know he brought the true Christmas. Now to all, a good night. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I hope y'all had got the chance to watch our special edition of What God Wants from Christmas from You. And we will see you again before the new year with another Christmas story next Friday. Merry Christmas to your family and to you. And I hope you have so many blessings under that Christmas tree. You also have a blessing that was once under another tree in a stable many, many, many years ago, that was lying in a manger of hay. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.